It's lunchtime in Texas. Your daily ear nugget. Don't have all your crap in one place. Please and thank you. Just watching, actually that's a lie, I was listening to the Ice Age Farmer on the YouTubes, and he has a video out talking about the Kilauea eruption, or, you know, pick your regional pronunciation of the word Kilauea. And one thing really stuck out to me at the beginning of the video. He was talking about how he got reports off the ground, boots off the ground, or on the ground, of a lady, you know, who's got a blog there talking about how she and her neighbors have just lost everything. And some people there, you know, in their community, preparedness is a big thing. They talk about preparedness all the time. And some people had over a year's worth of food put up, as well as all of their other preps that are now gone, right? Burnt up in the, you know, mountain of lava flow coming their way. That sucks. That really sucks. And that's no bueno, man. I mean, it's the old adage of don't have all your eggs in one basket. I think you should have most of your eggs in one basket, maybe 2/3, half to 2/3 of your eggs in one basket, and the rest of your eggs, spread them out, man. You know, Squid and I have talked quite a bit. You know, if something ever happened to him and his systems and his family, they're obviously welcome with us. And I have extra gear for him. Not specifically for him, but, you know, I mean, we're BFFs, but I didn't go drop several $1,000s on extra gear for Squid. I have piecemealed together kits for whoever. I've been saying it, and I'll continue saying it. The Father's going to send you people. Those people may be people you know right now that you are prepping with, and something happens to their house. They get flooded or their house burns. My shop burnt down November 28th of last year. $1.3 million in losses between inventory and equipment and the structure. Gone. Gone. I had to have Hayden weld my trailer with his welder because my welder's burnt up. I mean, you know. Luckily, I had a Connex box full of tools as well. So I was able to, you know, dig through my old tools and stuff that we'd taken out of service for whatever reason and put together another toolkit. And then the Father, in his brilliant wisdom and provision, provided us with another 10,000 square foot wood shop already stocked, set up, ready to roll within 9 days of our shop burning down. If you're interested in all that, you can go back channel and find that right around the end of November of last year, those videos and all of that. But my stuff literally burnt up. It was gone. Black ash. It sucked. So you shouldn't have all your eggs in one basket. Like I said, I think you should have most of your eggs in one basket, but spread out the rest. And this is just a little ear nugget to get you guys thinking. You know, I still have stuff in Texas, the Texas house, preparedness related stuff, even though we are, you know, now homesteading in Oklahoma. And for those of you that are unaware, my mom is moving out of the communist state of New York as we speak to come to the Texas house. So you talk about blessing and provision. I finally got my mom out of New York to come to Texas, and she will land at my Texas house, and her cost of living is covered, right? It's in a vaguely like, well, I'm not even going to go there. Never mind. Her cost of living is covered. That allows her to stack up her money and be able to look for a place of her own actively. And I really don't know if I'm keeping the Texas house or not. I'm just kind of letting my gut and my heart decide on that. But whatever. So point being, like, my mom is coming from New York to Texas because of the provision and blessing of our land in Oklahoma by the Father that got us out of that house to Oklahoma. Now my mom can come to Texas, use that house. I won't be lonely every night when I get home from work, and use that as a base of operations until she figures out where she's going to land. Hopefully real near us in Oklahoma, right? But I still have stuff in the Texas house. And that's probably a good thing. It's just like Pastor Joe, you know, he and Sister Kate and the Shofarians on their little My Side of the Mountain storybook, right? They're in Arkansas, but they still have High Prairie Acres. And to the best of my knowledge, High Prairie Acres is not fully operational all the time, but they still have stuff there. It's a fallback position, right? Now, in this case, I don't want to fall back from Oklahoma into Texas just because of the population density in North Texas. But if I had to, or at least use it as a fob, I could. So it gives you options, right? Options are good to have. And potential resupply as well. We don't really know what this economic collapse or foreign invasion or plague, or like, we don't know what SHTF is truly going to look like. We can only guess. But you may be in a position where it's not an EMP and your car still runs, and you need to go from where you're at to where you were, or to a buddy's house, a friend's house, wherever. Go resupply because you have 3 months worth of food and 300 gallons of water at this location, or whatever. Does that make sense? So again, to foot stomp this, the Father's going to send you people. That's number one. Number two, don't have all your eggs in one basket, because if all your stuff gets burnt up, then what? Right? We talk about taking these thought processes to their logical conclusions all the time here. What's the next right thing? So you get a year's worth of food put together. Awesome. That doesn't mean you stop prepping food. It means your next benchmark is 15 months, 18 months, 21 months, 24 months, right? In bite-sized elephant chunks. A little bit at a time, little bit at a time, little bit at a time. You know, I said in the video the other day, get a month's worth of food put up and rejoice, because that's awesome. That's a month's worth of food you didn't have before, right? Like, you got to celebrate the benchmarks. We're still alive, right? If we can't enjoy this S word, what's the point? What's the point? I'm not gonna plow my way through the end of the world as we know it miserable. I have no interest in that. I want to preserve humanity in all facets of humanity. The bad stuff I could care less about, but the good things, smiling and laughter and children and love and care and honesty and integrity and all of that, that's our job, right? We need to perpetuate humanity. So celebrate now in this temporal world. You get something worth celebrating, celebrate it. And if it's a month's worth of food, do it. And if it's a month's worth of food put up at your friend's house, that's something to celebrate. So that's your daily ear nugget. Talk to y'all later. Bye.